Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Adachi to Shimamura. And last episode we had like Valentine's Day chocolate shopping together, just Adachi and Shimamura. And that was a lot of fun. You know, Shimamura got a bit of a kick out of it, I guess, because it was a little bit similar to what she did with her friend character the previous day. But I think it's pretty clear she prefers to spend this kind of time with Adachi. I think she had more fun here than she did then. I think that's safe to say. So let's get into this episode and see what our titular couple is gonna do today. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Bum 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 bum. Got our cinematic black bars. There is one other girl. But boy, will you develop an interest in her. Yeah, sure goes by quick, doesn't it? Bar's gone. I hear it, if that means anything. And then these two, yeah. I'm not sure that's true. Second year A class, second year B class. I really don't think that's true either. Yeah, Adachi's name's up top. And did we spot it? Oh my god, wow. That was a mood shift. Oh god, that was cute. I wasn't ready for that. Bogetsu Shimamura. Wow. That was great. Just, it was all that, like, the build up to it. Leading to that explosion of happiness. Just, that was great. That, like, shot right through me. I could feel it. Just, I don't know, that was great. I love that. I'm already happy with this episode. You can't top that. Adachi. Although seriously, Adachi, don't sell yourself short like that. You're amazing. Like, I was expecting that at most there would be like a bit of relief, like subtle happiness, but no, we had that. Now we're in class. Yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to. As she should. As she should be. Apparently, fitting for all the sakura petals around. That was a laugh. Oh, Sakura-chan. That's wrong. That feels wrong. I mean, your face is just kind of amazing, so we're just kind of staring at it. Don't mind us. Why wouldn't I? I love you. Oh yeah. uh. I agree. I agree. I'll go do that now. It's just so weird seeing Shimamura like that. Go time. And someone's in a kimono. And she is upside down. That's what I wanted, so I'm happy. Very nice kimono. And we're just gonna... Oh, of course, it's been far too long since we've done that, so... Good a time as any for it. Yeah, I get it. Oh. I approve. Nobody will be noticed if I sneak in. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission. You didn't see the kiss, did you? Guests? We have guests? Fair enough, I guess. But my friend's over. We don't get to see the guests. I guess that's fine. They probably weren't that interesting anyway. Shimamura's surrounded. It's never good. No, I would rather have lunch with Adachi, Sakura-chan. If it's all the same to you. Poor Adachi, the puppy over there, just having her master taken away from her. No, don't do it. But now what's Adachi gonna do? Just be sad in a corner by herself? Oh wow, that's some food. I don't suppose there's any for me. Nope. Good for KO and Boo. I guess somebody had to be a part of it. Really? Wow. So why do we agree to this? They've at least brought Azunyan with them. Could you people leave me alone? I don't want to keep seeing Adachi run away sad. So can we please blow off this comedy JK trio? Whatever they were called. High praise there. But Adachi is different. Said Melon Pond. River of Life. But to say that seat looks pretty empty. Will you please spend some time with Adachi? If you don't mind, Shimamura, I would like you to do that. If it's all the same to you. Please just go to her and give her a pet. Tell her you love her. Well, lately there's been some distance, but in general, yeah, we're quite close. Ichigo. Yes, loneliness, sickness. It's because she met Shimamura. That does that to a person. She's definitely changed. She also blushes a lot. Some great faces she's made. All I want from you is to go to Adachi. Why can't you just do that for me, Shimamura? Is that Adachi? Tarumi. It's not Adachi at all. I'm nothing against Tarumi, but she's not Adachi, so. Already starting off with an awkward feeling. No. I'll try harder to hang out. It's just a weird term to use for hanging out, Gambaru. Ah. Da. This is not what I said to do. Okay. Did you say Taru-chan-san? uh, kind of weird time to me, not gonna lie. Okay, that was a hard transition. Emphasis on hard. So I'm glad we're checking up on them. It's a nice bath, though. Yeah, you want to trade? We can talk, or we could just live together. we gonna join her now? I do appreciate that there's not a whole lot of steam or anything. Hello? Do you come here often? Are we? Yeah, we're doing the thing. How much is this thing gonna escalate? I mean, they are quite nice. uh, I, uh, yeah, I'm having fun. Oh wow. Where do we? Yeah, I think that's safe to say. At this point, we had some pretty hardcore skinship there. Like, wow, okay, I wasn't quite ready for all that. Anyway, what were we doing? Well, Tanumi arrived. Yeah, I didn't really expect that from her. Tanumi, not really the China dress type. You look fine. I just wish Adachi was with her instead of you. That's not your fault. I'm just thinking of another girl while I'm hanging out with you. Don't mind. It happens to the best of us. Like it almost happened to me in the previous scene. Hmm. Okay. I mean, I know she said Gambaru. I guess this is kind of what she meant by that. Just. Oh no, not hand holding. Okay, now we gotta step back. We're going too far. Well, at least there weren't sparkles with this one. So it's not like a. It's like a lifeless handhold. Still, there's no true emotion behind it. Uh-huh. Those are two very different words. Yeah, she does look slightly taller. uh, yeah, let's go with medium tension. We're zooming in on the handhold. I don't like it. Yeah, Okonomiyaki. That does look pretty good. Oh, really? Tanumi. You were just something. Don't know how to describe her yet. Yeah, as usual, everyone's less important to her than Adachi is. Gotta Gambaru more like she is. I don't know, I was trying to figure it out. What was that laugh? Not that I have room to talk, but. Are we still holding hands? Really not a big fan about this NTR. Like, I'm just waiting for Adachi to run into them. Because if she spots that hand holding, that could be bad. Don't be doing that. That's a couple, like. Uh, she really is quite bigger than her. You can definitely tell in this shot. If it was a boomerang, she'd take care of it. Yes, it is kind of cute. I mean, she always looks like that. Except for when she's with Adachi. Adachi, mostly. Oh. That's a shot. I mean, speaking of vague, a lot of things you've said today have been fairly vague. We're dead. Making plans for a third date on the second date. I hate it. Adachi, could you, like, fight for your waifu over here? Oh, someone spotted them. Oh, okay. Didn't expect that. She ran away. Yeah, it's been a long day. I'd say she's fairly odd. Can't argue with that. Gotta pick her up again like in episode 8. She's just gotta be so light. Very interesting. Whose legs were those? Adachi's? Gotta finally come over here and take your girl back? Yes? Ah, the cinematic black bars. Something's gotta happen. Or the episode could just end. Really gonna cliffhanger me like that, show? They're gonna cliffhanger me like that. Wanted to just like grab Shimamura's shoulders and be like, hey, bitches, back off of my Shimamura. She's mine. I saw her first. Go away. And like drag her out of the classroom. That's what I wanted to happen. That probably won't happen, but I thought it'd be hilarious. Like the entire bulk of the episode that we didn't see Adachi, she was just like thinking about what she wanted to do about the situation, and that was the conclusion she came to, was to do that. I would get a kick out of that. Because yeah, we did not see Adachi much this episode. Oh, we did see some of Hino and Nagafuji. We saw some of that. Freaking Tanumi. There was just so little time of them spending with each other this episode. It was painful. The show is called Adachi to Shimamura, not Tanumi to Shimamura. Yeah, just a cake, a preview. Anyway, that was the 10th episode of Adachi to Shimamura. Or Tanumi to Shimamura, depends on how you want to look at it. But yeah, this episode... So we started off, I guess it was like the new school term and different classes were changing and all that. We had all that good stuff. And Adachi was a little bit worried about being in the different class than Shimamura, because she was pretty convinced that if that was the case, she's not important enough to Shimamura that she would go out of her way to visit her. right? And it's funny because, I mean, Shimamura said that same kind of thing, but towards, like, I think it was Nagafuji and Hino, like, if they were in a different class, she probably wouldn't go visit them. I think she said something about that later. But I do think when it comes to Adachi, though, she's special to Shimamura. I think that was kind of the biggest theme of the episode, was we see Shimamura interacting with a lot of people, but none of them are really people that she likes all that much. I mean, she has what she calls the artificial friends that she hung out with for a decent amount of the episode, you know, because of course they're the ones that pursued the interaction, because of course they were, right? And she you know, interacts with them, but she doesn't like enjoy it at all. It's pretty clear. She like knows nothing about them. She doesn't really pay that much attention to what they're saying. Doesn't really know their names, so they're kind of like shadowed, faded out. Right, so, yeah, she obviously doesn't like them. And even Tarume, who is, like, her old friend, she spends time with her, and I don't think she, like, hates it or anything. I think it's, like, a higher tier of enjoyment than with the, you know, the artificial friend trio in the classroom, but it's still not up there with how she feels about Adachi, right? So, I think this episode made that pretty clear, that even if she's not completely aware of it herself, that Adachi is definitely a special person to her, and maybe she'll eventually, you know, get that all figured out and settled and accepted and all that. So we could hope, right? Just, but yeah, just like I said earlier on, once Adachi realized she was in the same class as her, she just, like, it's right about here, right? Yeah, we saw, I know I'm going back again, but yeah, we saw just Shimamura, who now had her undyed hair, so I didn't even really recognize her at first. She walks over, and we just immediately just transition over to just the happiest looking Adachi we've ever seen. Arms already in the air, just the big old bright smile, like she just won the freaking lottery. And she kind of did, in some respect. And just like the laughing she did, like that just exploded my heart as I watched it. And then you have, in the same scene, you have Shimamura who's watching this, and I'm sure she's excited because Adachi's excited and she's happy for her and all that. So that was just that was the best part of the episode. You know, I even said as much around there that the show couldn't possibly get better than that, and I was right. Although we did get some good Nagafuji Hino stuff this episode, I will admit at least that much. It really is definitely difficult to get used to this new look of Shimamura, the undyed hair. There's some adjustment period for sure. For sure. I did talk about how we did not get a whole lot of screen time between them this episode, but we got some. Like when she was following her and she was called a puppy. That was a really good scene. That was pretty cute. But man, Hino's house is quite something, isn't it? We even got to see her in like a kimono. Is this the first time we got like a good look at her house? I think it might be. I want to say we were at Nagafuji's house before, and a lot of the other scenes between the two of them. Yeah, we actually got return of the forehead kiss, which was quite nice. So I really appreciated that. I was wondering if somebody would walk in and see that. Nobody did, unfortunately. But yeah, clearly Hino is a part of this fancy house, traditional Japanese house. So I guess there's probably a lot that goes on with that, and a lot of stress in her life, family-related stress. I get that kind of impression. Like, definitely got a good peek into her life in this episode, for sure. Even though it obviously wasn't the focus or anything, I'd say we got some good insight into that, for sure. And just good conversations between Nagafuji and Hino, like the whole scene, the whole interaction. I liked it. But man, just all the shots of Adachi just looking sadly in the direction of Shimamura as these artificial friends try to get with her. Like, it was so sad just seeing her run away and all that. It hurt. It hurt. We didn't even get much of Adachi after that, right? So we didn't really get to see too much of what she thinks about what's going on. We may like flashback and get more into that next episode. Maybe they'll do that and then it'll like reconnect back to where we ended off in this episode after having that new Adachi perspective. That could be a thing. But either way, I'm definitely curious to see where that scene goes. But yeah, the bath scene was quite sudden. I was not ready for it. But yeah, Hino's house, of course, it has this really nice fancy bath because it's a nice big fancy house, right? So, but yeah, there was no huge amount of steam, which I definitely appreciate. I mean, there was like a little bit, but not like censorship level steam, right? So I definitely appreciate that a lot. And then once the two of them got into the bath, the skinship level, I'd say, went pretty high. Got a little bit grabby, got a little bit embracey. Is that a word? It is now. But that was quite nice. Definitely more than I expected for the scene, like by a huge margin. So yeah, things are going well on that front. I mean, Adachi and Shimamura may not have done well together this episode, but you know, Nagafuji and Hino sure did. Their progress has been pretty good, pretty steady. So who knows? Who knows where things will end off with those two when the show's over? You know, they may have a daughter together at that point. But yeah, then we had the hangout session between Tamoni, what was her name? Something like that. Something like that. Tanumi, that's what it was, thank you. Why do I struggle with her name? Maybe because I don't like her getting in the way of my relationship over here? That might be it. But yeah, Tanumi, like, this is obviously less awkward than the last one. She definitely made a good effort for that to be the case. And we had a lot of hand-holding, way too much hand-holding, in public no less. Like, do you just have no shame, woman? Like, but yeah, she tried her best, but you know, like, obviously, Shimamura's just not feeling it, you know? She's clearly changed since she was younger, just like Adachi has. That was also brought up in the episode, the development Adachi's had. But she's just not, like, on the same wavelength with Tanumi, you know? It's really what it comes down to. So I really don't think she's gonna, like, fully steal away Shimamura or anything like that. Like, it's obviously not gonna go full NTR, but still, I did not like what I saw here. Like, you need to chill. Because I specifically said, hey, Shimamura, could you, like, spend time with Adachi, please? And then she did, like, the exact opposite. She spent time with another woman. Like, why do you do this to me, Shimamura? But then she, like, picked up Yashido, and that was cute, and that was nice. But yeah, the final scene, like I said, just Adachi walking up to her. I definitely want to know where that's going. Because Adachi's not exactly the most assertive person, so what she did just now was fairly bold. I definitely want to know where this goes. Really. Like, I still can't believe they cliffhangered me on that. Also, apparently, Sakura is Adachi's other name. So that's a thing. I don't think we knew that. I mean, well, I saw it on the character list of names, right? But I don't know if that's ever been... I think this might be the first one that's ever been brought up in the show. Right? She definitely does not look like a Sakura to me. I mean, part of that's just because when I think Sakura, I think of the character from Naruto, Sakura, the part of the trio. So if a girl doesn't have that color hair, I just think, nope, that's not Sakura. But that's just a personal issue. She's Adachi, you know. It's the name given in the title. That's her name to me. That's just how it is. Seriously, there's just way too much handling in this episode. Like, it was out of control. It was just was not okay. Anyway, that was the episode. That's all I really got to say about it. Hopefully, things can go in a more positive direction for Adachi and Shimamura next episode. Now that she's came over to Shimamura, so maybe we could have like a whole episode of them spending time together. That would be nice. I don't even care where they do it. It could be her house. It could be her house. It could be the bath. Preferably the bath. I don't care where it is, but you two, please spend time together. That's all I ask. It's not that hard to please. Just do that, okay? So we'll see if that's the case next time. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.